So, all right, welcome to our Monday night team calls. I have so much good information going down tonight, especially a lot for when we're feeling overwhelmed and mindset and how to just get started on something. So I made a little PowerPoint, so I'm going to share my screen. Dun, dun. I think. Okay. And then, wait. Hold on. There we go. Okay, cool. And if you guys have any questions or anything, put them in the chat, and then at the end we can go over questions and whatever we feel confused on. So these are our announcements. I did a little leaderboard for November. So right now I'm at 16, Nick's at 6, Amber's at 2. For newbies, this is called our Success Club, and I have a whole email going out to some of you I haven't sent yet, but Success Club is you get 2 points for helping one person. So far in the month of November, our team has helped 12 lives, which is amazing, and I love seeing that, and that number can increase by so much, and we are so capable because there's no excuse November. There's $20 off our challenge packs, and it's a great month to save a life and help a life become healthier, so take advantage of that. I want that number next leaderboard to be better, and we can increase those. So then going on to our new coaches, both of you guys are on here. So Hannah, okay, is it Jacelyn? I hope I said it right. Okay, cool. Okay, good. So these are our new coaches that they signed last night and today. So thanks for jumping on, guys. It's super exciting. And so before I go on to Emerald, I just wanted to give us kind of an update on where we are for being in that top 1% of the company. So when you hit the second rank in our business, actually considered the third, it's called Diamond, you're in the top 1% of our entire network. And right now our team is pushing for 1-star Diamond, which means I'm advancing Nick's business right now too. So our team will be in the top less than 1% of the entire company. So that's the goal we're pushing for. And the cutoff for that date is on Wednesday at 9 p.m. our time, or Pacific Coast time. So we're really pushing for that. And we are at the number of coaches that we need, and we just need 2 girls to go Emerald, and we'll be a 1-star qual team, which is amazing. So that brings us to this page. So Emerald. So Emerald is the first rank in the business, and we've heard this a million times, but all it is you at the top plus 2 people on each side of your legs. So it's built just like coming down. So you have, sorry, someone's texting me and I just got distracted. I have a squirrel brain, and that's why I make presentations, because otherwise I just wander off. But it's you plus 2. So say, like, see on the left, I put mom or a sibling or like a best friend, aunt. It doesn't have to be someone right away that wants to work the business. And that's the best thing, is that you can go Emerald in the first 24 hours of being a coach, and you can set yourself ahead of most of the people in the company, because most people are like discount coaches or haven't really like understood it. I complicated Emerald for so many months. It took me like 8 months or something like that. Like I signed in October and I became Emerald in April of this past year. And it took me so long because I was so set on that I had to help some other people become a coach, when I could have just had my mom and sister, because that's who's on my team now, is my mom and sister and Nick and all these other coaches too, that they just wanted the discount for using the products. And so that's the great thing, is if you sign, like say you have a fiance or boyfriend that's super serious, like that's why I have Nick up there. But you can sign them towards the top, and you'll end up cycling more. And I'll have another video on that, the whole cycling thing, which is confusing, but it's beneficial to your business to sign up a significant other or something closer to you at the top. It's basically what I'm trying to get at. But don't make it complicated. If you don't have a significant other, don't worry about it. A mom, sibling, a best friend, who's someone that's interested in this business and wants to help you get to this first promotion in the business, is someone you want to ask, so we can do this in 24 hours. So for our team to go 1-star qual, we need someone to go Emerald on each side of our little diagram here. So that is what we're pushing for right now, and we can totally make that happen by Wednesday at 9 p.m. Sorry, let me mute, make sure everyone's muted. Okay, cute. Okay, cool. Sorry Forgot to say that at the beginning. So don't make it complicated. You can do this within 24 hours. It's actually not as hard as it might sound. So don't make it complicated. And that's like what I say all the time, because when I started, I was going in so many directions, like a squirrel brain, that I like thought I was doing so much, and I ended up doing nothing with my business for the first 3 months, and I instantly regret it because I wasted time, where now it's like boom, boom, boom. It's not that hard. And I was going to say, for these newbies, we have a few different Facebook groups going on. So first is the Healthy Happy Fit is our team coach Facebook group. So that's where like everything coach information will be in that group. Different announcements, things going on are in that group. And then the Thanks for Giving 10 pounds, which will be changing soon, is our challenge group, where we will put our customers that want to start on a fitness journey, get put into that group, and that's where we hold them accountable and they get results just for doing their workouts, and that's where we just have people and nourish them and love on them so they can be successful in this just as much as we are. So you guys are in those two groups. We try and keep it simple, but those are the two most important Facebook groups. Okay, next is the plan for the rest of 2018. So if this sounds kind of foreign to you guys, these newbies, don't freak out. We will talk more about it when we go on our one-on-one calls, but the plan for the rest of 2018. So this coming week is Thanksgiving, or where we're at right now this week. And so right now we are already in our challenge groups, but we're gearing up for our launch of Transform 20, which if you haven't been in a launch before, or like during that time where something's coming out, it's an amazing time for your business and you're going to boom. So you got to dig in deep. Even if it sounds confusing, like grab a pen and paper and start taking notes, because they're like when big programs like Shaun T launches a program, like it's incredible. So December 1st is what we can be advertising right now, which is a workout advent calendar. So I haven't really figured out a name I want to call it, kind of like 25 days of Christmas, but what it's going to be is every single day of December, we'll have a set workout for that day that we'll post in our challenge group. And so you have one day to complete that workout, because the next day you have another, and they're all going to be 30 minutes long. So they're not super long workouts, and all of them will be like a Shaun T program or something that doesn't need equipment. So you can do them anywhere you are traveling during the holidays, because holidays are a tough time to stay on our nutrition and stay on our fitness. And this is a foolproof way to get it done. So that's what we're going to go on for December. That starts on December 1st. So that's what you can be inviting and putting them into for this group right now, for when you're inviting to a challenge group. So that's our hybrid calendar that our upline already made, and it's all Shaun T programs that are going to help us prepare for that program, because it's tough. Like when I see 20 minutes, I'm like, oh yeah, 20-minute workout. But no, 20 minutes of Shaun T straight cardio cannot be easy. And I haven't done the program myself, but watching videos, and there's a lot of push-ups and a lot of toning of the arms, let me just tell you. So we have a hybrid calendar already created, so it'll be super easy to post one of those workouts for the first 25 days of December leading up to Christmas. And then on Christmas morning, we'll have like a 10-minute ab fix, so it's not a full 30-minute workout, but we're still getting some type of exercise in during the holidays, which is so key to success. And then I am creating a holiday ebook. So it's an incentive for people to order in December. They'll get like an ebook that has like bunch of healthy recipes to bring to holiday parties, mocktails, different healthy cocktails to bring to parties, just like different stuff around the holidays. And it'll be just like a little, I'm going to make it, on Canva, which is how I make these slides and how I make a lot of my graphics. And so it'll be like a PDF that we can send to our challengers. So once I complete that, sometime hopefully this week, we'll have that to give to people that order for our December challenge group. And then it's key that we push for November, just because it's $20 off. It's an amazing investment for someone when you get all of this for $140 compared to $160 when it goes back up in December. And then December 4th is the official launch date for Transform 20. So I'm going to go over all the details of Transform 20 in a second, and I'm going to share my screen on that. But December 4th, and they just released all the prices for the challenge packs and stuff like that, so we can talk about that too. But the first thing, before you think too much about like, all this is hit Emerald tonight or tomorrow. That is super key for your success in this business, is to just get Emerald out of the way, because you can say to people that like, my team is growing, like different ways you can talk about it when you first hit that rank. And it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, this actually does work. And I like, even if you're helping a family member or they're helping you get to this first rank, it's a confidence booster and it really gets your business rolling. And then I think I hit on that. Okay. So next, how do you actually invite to a group? So I kind of ranked like what our first priorities are. So first priority is Emerald. Like I just said, it's so crucial. And then our second is the holiday bootcamp that I was just talking about. But a way to do that is through our Snoop group that we created on Facebook for Transform 20. So a Snoop group is basically a Facebook group you can put people into if they're interested in what Transform 20 is. And then it's good for you guys too to go through it, because then you'll learn about the info. But it goes through everything you need to know about Transform 20 through something called units on Facebook. It's basically just like a checklist. So once you go through it, you check the box and it brings you to the next unit, which is like a chapter, like if you're reading a book. And there's just everything from like transformation stories to what the workouts look like, the equipment used, yada, yada, yada. And the coolest thing, guys, that now that we're all coaches, is we get into the Transform 20 coach test group. If you order, there's a different packs you can get, but there's one that's like the early access. So when you'll get it when it comes out in January, but you get into the coach test group with Shaun T. So every single day, Shaun T is coming in live, and there's not that many people in the group if you think about all the coaches in the network, but you get to like be with Shaun T and he'll reply to your comments. Like you feel like you're friends with Shaun T when you get to be in a coach test group. And I was in one for 80-Day Obsession with Autumn, and it was amazing. Like that's why I got such great results, because I was talking to her every single day, and you feel so connected to that group. And that's a great way to invite people into the coaching opportunity, is say, hey, if you're a lover of Shaun T, you get to be in a coach test group where you get to talk to Shaun T and see him every single day. And that's a great way to get coaches in. Okay, so how do we actually invite to a group? So I'm going to start with the first question. What do I do when someone shows interest? I kind of put these out of order. Actually, I'm going to go to the second one first. So where do I post? So what you post and where you post is totally up to you. I have my posting scheme that most people see is that every morning I post a quote, and then I post 2 more posts that day. And I'll talk about aesthetics later, but one of my coaching or my posts during the day is like an invite to coaching or an invite to a challenge group every single day. So people know that I'm constantly running some type of boot camp. Challenge group, boot camp is the same words as synonym. I've never been able to say that word. Synonym. But those go hand in hand. So boot camp, challenge group, same thing. But I'm always posting about that every single day. And then another way to post about it is on your Instagram stories. And they're life-changing. Instagram stories help so much. So you can kind of tell a story through there and show different transformation photos. And then you can have a poll on your Instagram story so people can vote. And once people vote, those are the people that are super easy to invite to. Or you can do the questions and have someone drop an email, and then you can send them the email with a bunch of the information for Transform 20. And in that Snoop group, there's a bunch of Transform 20 result things that you guys can save on your phone and then post those. So that's what you would post about Transform 20. Or if you see my post, or if you're following some of the top coaches, which I can send to you too, a lot of them were in the test group. So they have their results and their posts that they've been posting about Transform 20. So what do I do when someone shows interest? Don't freak out when someone asks you information. For me, I was a word vomiter. I would send people paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs of information, and then they wouldn't reply because they were so overwhelmed. And I think about how I would want to be invited to this opportunity, or like how I would, like, if I were to ask information, if someone was just sending me everything they know about the program, I'd be like, whoa. Like, do you actually know this? Or are you copy and pasting this from like some website? So like, don't freak out, calm down. First, I always ask like what someone's goals are, or if they ask me a direct question like, how much is this? I have set messages on my phone. Oh no, sorry. I like saw one of our coaches said she's stuck at the hospital right now, so that just scared me. But on Instagram, you can save messages. So I have one when anyone asks me, sorry, I don't know why I can't talk tonight. When someone asks me the price of a group, I have a message that's already set that like lists out the price, everything you get, all of that in a message. Or I have a message when someone says, hey, what is that boot camp you're doing? I have a message that shows what that boot camp is without word vomiting, because it fits in that one paragraph and it's easy to read. So don't freak out, and I can post those with you guys so you can kind of see what it's like instead of freaking out. But when you're inviting, think about how I invited you to this opportunity and what our conversations looked like, and everything's different, but like use those same steps to do what I did for you, because that's basically what you're going to be doing. Some people are easier than others, and some people pick up faster. Jason I talked to today, and Hannah we've been talking for months, but it's totally different for each person. So that's kind of how I gave information without word vomiting. And if you're stuck and you're like, I don't know what to say, I don't know the answer to this question, you guys have my phone number. If you don't, I'll give it to you tonight. But just text me a screenshot of it and I can write you up a response. I do that all the time for my coaches, and I feel like it helps a lot, because I literally sent this to one of my uplines the other day, and I was like, I don't know what to say to this person. I'm so frustrated. And she was like, okay, take a deep breath, breathe, like reply in the morning. And then I replied in the morning and everything went back to the way I wanted it to work out. So like, don't freak out when things are like, they're not answering, or they're like, I don't want, or like, I'm not interested. Like, don't freak out. No's are good. You want no's because that's someone you can follow up with, because that's more of a not right now than a no, I hate that program, not doing it. How do I make graphics? So I use an app called Canva. So write that down, Canva. You can use it on your phone, your iPad, computer. There's an app for it, and it's super easy. It has a little bit of a learning curve, but you can upload your photos. It has it set to like, there's a Facebook post size or an Instagram story or an Instagram post. So there's like different sizes that fit perfectly for when you're posting on social media, and it's so nice. There's graphics, there's so much in there, and there's like a free version, and then some things you want to use are like, they cost money, but I always can get by with the free and it works perfectly fine. But there's a lot of graphics that already are made by like other coaches in our network, so we don't have to worry about that. And if you guys are new coaches, like, don't stress about making graphics. Like, get the people in first and like feel comfortable inviting before you need to worry about making graphics, because we have plenty of them that we can all share and it goes around. Do I message people first? Absolutely. I did not message people first for the first 4 months of my business, because I was like so scared I was going to be salesy. And I was like, I don't want to be a salesperson, like icky. No, thank you. And that's what I felt like. I felt icky messaging people. But the thing is, no one's going to come to your party unless you invite them to that party. Like, if I was having a holiday party and I was like, oh, there's a holiday party, like looking around, like posted on Facebook, and it wasn't tagging someone, they're not going to just come to the party. You have to directly invite them. And that's one of the biggest things in this business, is inviting people to what you have going on. So that's why I always say, get results first and have a transformation so that you can share that, and then people are going to ask you questions about that. So always commit to a program first. And if you need help picking out a program, please ask me. I can definitely help you. Or you can get started on the Shaun T hybrid calendar, because then you'll be doing Shaun T workouts, and it's super easy to promote to people to join your challenge group for December, which is what will be leading up to Transform 20. So yes, you have to message people first, because they're not just going to come to you. And a lot of you guys didn't just come messaging me. Like, we've been conversing and talking, and it all probably started when I first messaged you, like, hey, I've seen you watching my stories. Are you interested? Because that's my go-to line when I feel like I'm in a slump. I will go through my Instagram stories and see who's watching, and those are the people that are going to get my invites, because they watch my content every single day. Or people that like my post about something, I'll send them a direct invite. So I'm going to post those invites later. I think there might be some already on our Facebook group page. If you like type in invites in the search on the left-hand column, you can find different topics of what we've talked about in the past. So check that out. And then mindset. So Mindset is the biggest thing in this business. Like, I did not think I could hit diamond ever. Like, I was like, oh God, that is so hard. Like, heck no, top 1%, not happening. And it took me a year to do it. And then I had to decide to hit diamond and Nick's account within 10 weeks or less than that. Like, literally, I've started 2 weeks ago, and I'm about to hit diamond and Nick's account in 2 weeks when it took me a year to do it in my own account. And, like, Nick's account is basically my account, if that's confusing to you guys. Like, it's the exact same thing. I run it. Nick's never involved yet, maybe one day. But that was just because I wanted to get this big rank advancement, and it was easier for me to be able to do it again and help you guys learn to create your own teams. But I was able to do it quickly within 2 weeks when it took me 52 weeks to do it for myself the first time. So it's whether you think you can or you can't, you are right. So if you don't think you can hit Emerald tonight or tomorrow, you're right, because you're not going to do the actions that take that, which is inviting or talking to your mom, like, hey, Mom, I'm really up for this promotion in my business. It would help me a lot to get started. You don't have to be a coach forever. It could just get you to that first rank, and then maybe you find someone else that wants to work the business, and then your mom doesn't have to be there for you. It's like they're not signed up for life, guys, so don't worry about that. But asking someone like, hey, I really need this. Like, is there any way you could help me out, and you get fit and you get the benefits of it as well? There's no extra cost to sign as a coach, so why not if you're interested in the program? 30-day money-back guarantee, like things like that. So switch your mindset to that you can do this tonight or tomorrow. Like, you absolutely can. And the thing is that frustrates me the most sometimes is that I believe in people so much more than they believe in themselves. And I see people quit so early because they don't believe in themselves. But I've been in this for a year now that I believe in you guys so strongly because I was just there. Like, it took me so long to get my first person. And you guys have, like, been able to do it so much quicker than I can. And that's, like, my why is that I can help people in college and our age, like, get to where I got in a year within 6 months or less. So that's my goal all the time. So I'm always challenging you guys and holding you accountable to do this. And then when people get really nervous about, like, inviting and everything, like, being nervous is so normal. Or, like, being overwhelmed in this business is so normal. For you newbies, jumping onto this call is probably very overwhelming, and you're probably scared to death right now because you're like, holy crap, what I get myself into? There's so much going on. But, like, being scared is normal, but not taking the actions to get over that is what's going to make you quit. And quitters, you're not going to get anywhere if you quit in this business. You have to stay the course. And so I always say, be here in a year from now. Because for me, it took me a year to get to diamond, and I know it won't take you guys a year to get to diamond. But, like, if I quit before that, I would never have gotten a free spring break trip to the Bahamas with my boyfriend. I would never have gotten that if I would have quit 3 months in because I hadn't sold one challenge pack. So stay the course. Be here in a year from now. Don't let anyone else's, their actions get into your head about, like, oh, that's just a pyramid scheme. Like, I hear that all the time, and I'm like, well, it's helping me get through college, so sorry. Like, I don't know. Like, I think it's more of that I'm helping people become healthier versions of themselves and the people around me at this small community wherever I am. It's so helpful. And so just take action. Like, that's the biggest thing where I'm saying, and that's something that's super cool about our company is we really focus on personal development and mindset. And I'm someone that needed that, and I didn't even know what personal development was. I have really bad anxiety, and it's so much better now that I've been able to control it with fitness and stuff, but in the personal development books I read. But before that, I didn't even know what personal development was, or these self-help books or books to help grow your business. I didn't know what that was. And our company, like, that is one of our 4 vital behaviors. And so they drive that into us every single day. So if you don't know what personal development is, it's basically like, I listen to the podcast because I'm not a big reader and I never take the time to sit down and read. So I listen to the podcast while I send invites or something. But, like, Girl Wash Your Face, Rachel Hollis, I don't know if you've heard of that. That's, like, a really popular one right now. But it's just, like, conquering those inner demons in your head telling you that you can't do something because you are so capable. And people want to take other people down because they're hurt. Like, hurt people hurt other people. I always say that because it's so true. Like, the people that want to tell me something's not working, well, something's not working in their life either, and they don't want you to be more successful than them. So that is the end of my PowerPoint, but Okay, I have a few more minutes. I'm gonna go through. Can you guys all see my screen right now? Yeah. I'm gonna look over the, oh wait, hold on. Oh, sorry, there's your face. Okay, so this is what we have for Transform 20. I will put this PDF in our team page so you guys can all have it if you're not in the Diesel Nation Olympics. But basically, they made this whole launch plan for Transform 20. And it's super amazing. So there's basic info, program descriptions. All of this is what I use to create our Snoop group. So if you get in the Snoop group, you'll have all the information. But you can click on any of these. So like look at test group transformation bank. And it'll pull up Google Drive, and then they put all the transformation photos in there so you can just save them onto your phone and use them to invite to the groups. So let's see. But sorry, they're all loading. Like, these are just so amazing. I love looking at transformation photos of, like, guys, seriously, like, this is 20 minutes a day, 6 days a week. Like, these results are amazing. But I love this one. It's honestly my favorite because of the puppy, obviously. But all these people, like, she's about our, like, these people are all so relatable, and that's the reason you can do this, is because you can get a transformation and someone will relate to your story. So don't be scared to share your story. I was so terrified to tell anyone that I had anxiety, even my own mom, and I didn't know how to deal with it. And I was able to, like, overcome that and share about it and post about it on my Instagram. And I had never gotten so many messages from people saying, oh my God, girl, me too. I struggle with it every single day. And I'm like, what? That girl? Like some girl on the soccer team. I was like, wait, you have things, like, I just would never have expected some people. So never judge a book by its cover. True. But here's our Shaun T hybrid calendar too I was talking about. This one is super cool. And I'll post this in our page, and then I'm going to make like a graphic each day for that advent calendar that's going to have what the workout is and where to find it. So you have to have Beachbody on demand, which is why we're promoting getting into our challenge group. So like day 1, week 1, Shaun week, Insane Basics. And it goes through all the way. I don't know how many days this is. 7 by 4, 28. But that is our Transform calendar. And this thing is so, I'm just going to share it in our thing. It's just a PDF, but you can click on all these and you can get into all the information. So definitely learn about that, because using this launch is so key to success. Make sure I got all my points I wanted to say. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to go over what the biggest things are. So first things first, what are we doing? Getting to Emerald. Emerald, Emerald, Emerald. It is the best. It's you plus 2 coaches underneath you. That's all you have to know. Doesn't matter who it is. Just get to that rank, because our team also has incentives, aka I put up incentives because I really want these matching PJs, and I'm not buying them for myself until one of my other girls hits Emerald, because I want to get these matching PJ set from Target. And so when anyone on our team hits Emerald, I will send them that PJ set. And you also get a personal development book from me. And then from the company, you get a Team Beachbody hat for hitting Success Club that first month, which is helping 3 people. Success Club is only helping 3 people. 3 people that need fitness in their life. So find those people, because you can, like, it's just not as hard as people want it to seem. So that's like the base minimum is helping 3 people, and that's Success Club 6. So that's incentive for hitting Emerald. And then if you hit Diamond, you get a whole outfit from Lulu from me, aka a gift card to Lulu. Lemon, if you don't know what that is, that's just my favorite fitness line. And so that's the incentives I put out for you guys. But it's just get to that first rank, first things first, and then read up on Transform 20, get comfortable with inviting to a challenge group, and I'll put those conversation starters that I always post about to send to people. I'll post those, because you got to start inviting, and then set your intentions on a program that you want to complete. If it's the hybrid, go for it. Maybe you want to do 21-day fix, because that's a quick way to get results, is 21 days, and then you can start sharing the results from that. But pick a program and go all in to get those results, because that's how you build trust. If you're not posting about results or doing a program, then no one's going to trust you. They're like, okay, well, you're posting other people doing their transformations, but that's not you. So how do I know you are going to help me get results if you haven't posted your own results? So that's definitely a key takeaway, because I started posting my own and people are like, wait, okay, I actually can relate to you, unlike some random person on the internet if you looked up a transformation photo. But they are helpful, don't get me wrong, because none of us have done Transform 20. But in general, you need to get your own results. So pick a program and stick to it. I think that's it. Does anyone have any questions right now? We can talk later. And then newbies, we're going to set up, I called you newbies. We're going to set up those coach one-on-one calls as soon as we can so we can all chat and get you guys all caught up, because you might be super overwhelmed, but don't freak out. We will be okay. Everything will be okay, because I had to teach myself absolutely everything. And so it's so much easier for me to explain it to everyone else because I didn't have someone that taught me everything. We have 5 minutes left. So, Hannah, did you have a question?
No, I did not.
Okay. Sorry. I thought you unmuted yourself to talk, but perfect. Well, that's all
I think a lot of times we forget why you're given the program in the first place. And that's really what gains people to that's the hook, it's why. What does everybody really want? We want to feel good. We want to feel comfortable in our clothes. We want to it's the XYZ thing where that's, I feel like, a better approach than the selling, because what you get is a community with it.
Yeah,
and
100%.
That's something that holds you accountable.
Exactly. And that's where, and when people say they're feeling salesy, where I'm like, well, then you're not almost doing it right, because you're just trying to sell, whereas you're not tying in your emotion. And when you tie in your emotion and how you feel about something, it's so much easier for someone to relate to you and feel like you're real than if you're just buy this, That's totally spot on to what everyone talks about, is definitely inviting to the community and what you have.
Yeah, it was funny you're talking about how you had an anxiety and how someone from your soccer team reached out to you and they're like, yeah, I struggle with it too. You would be surprised seriously how many people struggle with the same things that you do. And whatever your thing is, that's your thing, and that helps you with gaining people to go on your team, or whatever your goal is. And you're just going by who you are, what you like to do, and what your mission. And then you're just kind of going on, well, it makes me feel good. I am feeling better. I'm looking better. I wake up in the morning and I'm not tired. I don't know. It's working for me. I mean, I think it could work for you. It doesn't have to be so aggressive.
Absolutely. That's so good.
Everybody struggles with the same thing.
Yeah, 100%. And I didn't realize that until I started sharing my everyday struggles on social media, because no one wants to talk about the icky things or the things that you feel set you apart. So many people struggle with it too.
Yeah, it's we definitely, it's funny, they're calling it the Kylie Jenner generation, but we really aren't all perfect and plastic. It's funny, people that travel, they're like, the beautiful thing about it is people are not perfect and they're beautiful anyways, with what they say, what they have to offer, who they are, their whole thing about them, who they are. It's, you have something to offer and it's amazing and it's wonderful, but embrace it. Don't if you're gonna do it, or if not, then just wait until you're ready. But
yeah,
I think it's important to really be genuine in that.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing that. I love that.
Sure.
I always at the end of our calls do a little group photo, so if you guys are in a lighted room or a lit room, you should take your camera off really quickly so you can take a little photo to see whoever was here. And it's just a good way to you can post and share the community with other people, so they see that you get to meet face to face with people that are in all different areas. Not one of us right now are in the same town. That's crazy. That's unbelievable. Actually, we probably are both in Monmouth, now that I think of that. But in general, like, we all just have such different backgrounds, and that's why I absolutely love this opportunity. It's amazing. Awesome. All right, I'm taking this photo. 3, 2, 1. Yay! Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was you, Emily DeCarly. Okay, you guys are both in Petaluma. Or Hannah, are you in Petaluma right now too? I don't know.
I am.
Yeah. Okay, so you three are in Petaluma. That's so crazy. See, it just amazes me. All right. Well, I will not take more of your Monday nights, guys, so make sure you get all your stuff done. And if you feel overwhelmed or anything, send me a text, or if you have questions, I'll post some stuff in our team page in this recording. But thanks for hopping on, and this is every Monday at 7 p.m. All right. Bye, guys.